Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So, now we're at the right time, we can talk to Apple and finally get First Lieutenant. If it would just load. Calm Wind, the time for your graduation has finally arrived. We can't have you showing up late, let's be on our way. And it's the last time that Silver Kettle's gonna deal and live in cargo. This will be the last time I take you to the academy. I think there's a tear in my eye. Assembled cadets, today is the day of your graduation. Congrat you. Are we really gonna go through with this? Congratulations. Carry on. Thank you, Principal Koja. And now, Drill Sergeant Rongalouts will present you with your officer badges. Alright, maggots, eyes front. Step forward when your name is called. Cadet Toka Telposhka. Yes, Drill Sergeant. You are hereby granted a provisional graduation from the Salheim Officer Academy. Your graduation, as well as the other cadets present here today, will be fully approved after 1 year's duty as a non-commissioned officer. Drill Sergeant, I don't know how to thank you. Silence, maggot. A loose mouth can mean death for confidential missions. Yes, Drill Sergeant. But a stray word heard can also help turn the tide of a battle. Use your talent for information gathering wisely. Thank you, Drill Sergeant. Back in line. Cadet Kubhei Ijula. You are hereby granted a provisional graduation from Salheim Officer Academy. Your defiant spirit will become your greatest weapon. Use that courage to inspire your troops and dismay your enemies. Thank you, Drill Sergeant. They're given the Wenderstian salute. Cadet Falzum. Yes, Drill Sergeant. You are hereby granted a provisional graduation from Salheim Officer Academy. You are the most troublesome maggot I have ever had the displeasure to train. My most abject apologies, Drill Sergeant. However, you are also the cadet that has shown the most improvement. Keep working on that fighting spirit. You have the potential to become a true hero. Do you really think so? Thank you, Drill Sergeant. Cadet Neo Saliot. Yes, Drill Sergeant. You are hereby granted a full graduation from the Salheim Officer Academy with the rank of Second Lieutenant. Thank you, Drill Sergeant. You have produced some of the highest results this Academy has ever seen, and certain issues concerning teamwork also seem to have improved. I have only you and my fellow classmates to thank. Never forget, your fellow soldiers are your greatest strength. Cadet Yasmiel. Yes, Drill Sergeant. You are hereby granted a full graduation from the Salheim Officer Academy with the rank of Second Lieutenant. Your performance has been almost flawless, but your kindness may become a liability on the battlefield. Keep that in mind. I will, Drill Sergeant. Calm Wind. You are hereby granted a full graduation from the Salheim Officer Academy and a promotion to First Lieutenant. Knowing the extent of your abilities, I have been especially hard on you during the entire term. However, you have risen to the challenge and provided constant inspiration for your fellow cadets. I am proud to have been your instructor, and to accept you as my superior officer. I look forward to hearing about your exploits, First Lieutenant Calmwind. I kind of like doing all this promotion before doing Treasure of Ottergon storyline, because one, it wasn't an option back in the day. Like, the storyline came out before First Lieutenant rank did, and our only exploits in Treasure of Ottergon so far are a few times defending Alzabian besieged, and all of our assault missions. And the reason I like that is that we're not caught up with thinking we're already a hero that saved the Empire. We're literally just a really hotshot mercenary. The Salahim Sentinel's branch office on the Quan continent has just barely commenced operations. It will be an honor to spearhead their efforts. And it is the same company after all. There will be chances to meet again, I'm sure. Exactly. If there aren't any, we can make some up. Office transfers, forged orders. Hey, are you trying to get us fired already? Fireworks, baby. Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. Look, fireworks. Seems like an awfully frivolous use of funds for our president. Probably some sort of tax write-off. I wouldn't put it past you. From what I've been able to sniff out, the Academy has gone into the red after all the money spent on training materials and scouts employed to find potential cadets. That reminds me, Yasmiel. Did you resign from the Sahayan Self-Defense Force because you were scouted for an officer position? Well, not exactly. I accepted the offer to train here in order to carry out a top-secret mission. A secret mission? Are you some sort of gentlewoman spy? Hardly. I was to insinuate myself as a talented mercenary officer, then bide my time until I found the opportunity to assassinate a traitorous Imperial general. I'm kidding. It was hilarious to see the look on your faces, though. Phew, you really had me going for a while there. My apologies, but it's fun to say something out of character every now and again. But you have nothing to fear, Falzone, because... Aw, I like you. I think is what that says. Are you speaking a Kirkin again? Oh wait, now I remember. Let's see. Wami means I, Lakino means like, and Aka was chai? Oh, I like chai. I like chai. She wants to go drink some chai! It's not a bad idea. Why don't we all go to the Shower Rat tea house and celebrate? Haha, not for me, my simple friend. Forget about the chai, Falzone, and catch up to the girl. You might end up saving the world someday, but you need to save yourself first. Huh? No one wants to go for chai? First Lieutenant Calm Wind. Sergeant Falzone requests permission to commence an emergency search and rescue mission to locate Second Lieutenant Yasmiel. Yasmiel, wait for me! And thus ends our Treasures of Adargon anime arc. I knew they'd shoehorn in some slice of life anime into our game about killing monsters and slaying God. But now we have access to literally every single assault in the game. But as I've said before, many times, we cannot actually become a captain until... Although I think his mercenary assessments thing is... He gives us all the rules, and then he tells us the same... Yeah. He just says the same stuff. We don't have any points towards rank up, so he's like... Yeah, shit. But now we're a first lieutenant, and so we can buy anything we want from Imperial Standing. The only thing I would consider getting is the cape, the lieutenant's cape, because it's basically 100 elixirs, and 100 elixirs for one inventory slot. Of course, you know, it comes with the problem of you need to wear it in order to use it. So, like, it's more something to reduce downtime for, but I have so much Imperial Standing, I think I'm going to get one. Yeah, Lieutenant's Cape. Dun-dun-dun. And back in the day, you would have never bought one of these, except for maybe like a cure set for Paladin or something. There was this in-midi trick for Paladin where you put on a whole shit ton of HP plus gear after, or like, yeah, after you know, change to Paladin or whatever, and then when you have the HP plus gear on, you cast Cure 4 on yourself, because Cure 4 only generates enmity for the amount of HP it's actually healed. Yeah, now that we're first lieutenants, we have access to all sorts of other assaults, and we still have 8 total assaults to do, so better than one is a fight against a Cerberus called Black Shook. Susanoo Shuffle is a battle against a Hydra. I don't remember. I think it's called Orochi. Bloody Rondo is against a vampire. The Price is Right is against a monster we haven't had the pleasure of fighting yet, called a Diverger. It's basically a Norse word that means dwarf, but they're like these pot-bellied demons that sit in floating chairs and have like 2 skull-type enemies floating around them. They're usually highly powerful black mages, and their TP moves are enormously problematic. Yeah. And then the Pandemonium Warden, the infamous Pandemonium, is a Diverger. Bellerophon's Bliss, I think is against a Chimera, but also the Moblin that made it. Let's see. Yeah. Defeat Chimera 14X. Marshal Maestro Megalmac. So it's against the Chimera that's immune to stun. The Moblin is also immune to stun. Apparently the Chimera is susceptible to debuffs, but some of them can be kind of hard to land. And it's apparently immune to barred Threadnedies or something like that. Basically, these are all like the H&Ms of Tracer Vadagon, but they are weakened down, but with caveats for a 6-person party. And I don't know if we can actually beat any of them at 75. So I'm going to try one, but and I'm probably going to have to edit this clip later. I need to really use the bathroom, and it's unfortunate, but I'm going to have to go use it. I will return as soon as possible, and if it takes too long, like more than 5 minutes, I will just edit this down. I will cut the silent part out. Alright, sorry about that. It took about 8 minutes, it looks like, so I will slot this in the Premiere when I finally get around to uploading it. I'm still like 20 uploads behind, or 20, like more than 20 uploads behind. As far as for which first lieutenant assault we could try, I think that, let's see, which was this one again? Okay, that's a vampire. I think that the one I'm most familiar with is Cerberus. And quite honestly, I don't know if I can actually beat any of these solo at 75. We can't use trust, so like it's, you know, that's like a foregone like thing. Like we just have to make the best of what we've got, and try our best, you know. So let's see. Can you give any evasion? No, you don't. Okay. We're gonna want our remedies because he's got ululation, which is paralysis. He's got Gates of Hades, which is fire. We're probably best off using Seafood Gratin for the evasion and magic evasion to try to resist paralysis. We might also be... We might also want to alter our setups, because we might want to make use of our ranged accuracy setup. And the bow that I bought for Nizul. And that's because... I can remember where I put the damn thing. Demon arrows can inflict attack down, and I'm not sure if I can inflict that on Cerberus. I don't actually know. But if I can, it would be one of the few debuffs we can actually inflict on him. And I believe right now I have Sanction with increased food duration on it. Not that we're really going to be worried about that. We'll probably die, so it won't really be a concern. But I like to try to get the most out of my food. Also, two of our academy people have been in this corner the whole time. Uh-huh. Giant capital, huh? Yeah, they say the same thing over here all the time. And this is where you're supposed to know them from and recognize them from, is just seeing them in the square every day that you run by them. It's both interesting and also kind of like disappointing that they don't say anything. Let's make sure we have all our ranged accuracy stuff. We do, it looks like. So we should be able to land a shot. Okay, but of course we're going to go with our buff setup first. And there's a very real chance that we just basically lose and suck and die. And the reason for that is... Oh man, is the game glitched out? The portal thingy... There it is. Yeah, the markings on the floor weren't there for some reason. Until just now. Yeah, the only thing we have to worry about in this fight is the boss itself. Cerberus has this thing where it roars, and whenever Black Shuck roars, apparently it becomes immune to damage while it's roaring, and immune to all spells while it's roaring. And each time it roars, it changes its attack pattern. In one attack pattern, it will just attack really, really fast, and not use any TP moves. In another pattern, it will use Gates of Hades, and then that gives it access to Gates of Hades for the rest of the fight. And another pattern, it will summon 8 fire elementals into the arena, and they are not aggressive, except towards magic. So it's basically an attempt by the assault to make you not be able to cast white or black magic or blue magic or summoning magic for like however long it takes you to make Cerberus roar again. But the thing about it is he can go back to back into the same phase. So like you could potentially get screwed. The idea is to just have a balanced party type. Also, he's immune to status ailments mostly, except via like paralysis, for instance, except via ice spikes. So we're gonna use ice spikes. I don't think I'll be able to land anything worthwhile. I might try to land blind 2 on him, see if it sticks. It probably won't. We'll have to make sure he's not roaring at the same time as well. He has a 50% magic damage taken reduction, just like every other Cerberus in the Cerberus family. So our end spells are going to do jack shit. We might even want to bust out our Sippin' no Mimi, wherever I put that, and put it into our TP setup, so that we can at least attack faster. I don't know where I put it, or if it's still in my inventory. Okay, it's still in my inventory. Let's just go to our macros and put it in. Boop, 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 boom. But our hollow earring is still in our ranged accuracy setup because it has more ranged accuracy. And we need Phalanx 2 and haste. And probably Aquavale and Stone Skin. Gonna get prodigious use out of Yusu Simi as well. And more than likely we are going to lose and die. I am laboring under no delusions that there isn't a high possibility that I just lose. I won't lose right away, like he's not that strong, but it's very much a case of Nigel floor 60 all over again. Because our end spells don't do a lot of damage to him, we have to rely on physical damage and weapon skill damage. And whenever he uses Magma Hoplon, we're gonna get a really bad rub. And we have 30 minutes to kill him, but I think we have 30 minutes to kill him, right? Yeah, 30 minutes to kill him. So, like, we could actually have I brought my sleeping potions, but I don't think I have my Oppo necklace in my sack or anywhere else. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have the Oppo necklace. I guess we'll go ahead and rest to full MP at the very least. And I guess we can open up with trying to shoot him with a demon arrow. See if we land the attack. We can also just open up with Bio 3 to lower his attack power. I think I want to go with Bio over Dia. Because while Dia would increase our physical hit damage on him, I think at level 75, the 20% attack reduction on him might be more worthwhile. But I guess we'll see. I'll try Bio 3 first, and if he's... Well, and actually, I guess we overwrite Dia, right? We overwrite Dia with Bio. So I'll try to land... I'll do Dia 3 on him first, and then if he's like hitting me radically hard, I'll put Bio on him and see if it saves me. But if he's hitting radically hard, then I'm probably boned anyway. But we should get paralysis on him through our ice spikes. He will run us out of shadows, and at some point we're gonna get paralyzed. So it kind of sucks, but that's kind of what it is. So. Here there, buddy. You gonna roar immediately? Yeah, he's roaring immediately. Okay, so see how we just did 0 damage because he was roaring? It's a thing. Okay, so deal decent damage. Or if we can get poison on him. Try poison, try blind. Okay, so he resisted poison. We broke our stone skin in 2 hits. So we'll put Bio 3 on him. He does not seem to have gotten paralyzed. 348 damage. Wow, okay. We are boned. And we can't kite him because he has draw in. So that's not an option. So yeah, we'll have to come back to these at a higher level. Like, I'm pretty sure all of them are relatively this strong. And, our damage we deal on him is good. But since we can't debuff him, we really need other people or a higher level. He's pretty effortless at like even non-item level 90. But for 75, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. And quite honestly, that does not inspire confidence for any of the other First Lieutenant bosses. So it's not an immediate concern, but like we're gonna just have to, you know, deal for leveling up someday. Fortunately, though, we don't even need to worry about our Ottergon rank. Because Captain rank only matters for making mythics, and we still got those 3 assaults we got to do anyway. But you know, it's time to move on to bigger and better things, like say Dynamis, or the Treasures of Ottergon storyline. Which Treasures of Ottergon storyline is the other half of the puzzle for getting Captain rank. Because even if we were able to beat the First Lieutenant assaults, you know, we're kind of boned. Like we can't we can't get Captain rank without beating the Treasures of Ottergon story. And fortunately for the Treasures of Ottergon story, we'll be able to use trusts, so that'll be super easy. It'll just take, I don't know how many recordings. It'll take a few though, probably like 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8. Treasure of Ottergon is like 44 missions long, and then there's like 4 cutscene based missions after the ending battle mission. But none of the fights are really that hard, and like the first like, I don't know, the first like 20 or even like 30 missions, it's really like Rise of the Zillart. Like they're really fast and whatever. Also sorry for burping. You know, it's really fast and whatever, but they don't come on, brain, work with me here. It's just basically go here, get cutscene, go here, get cutscene, go here, get cutscene, go here, get cutscene. And then there's like a battle like every... I think the first battle is like the 12th mission or something. Or maybe it's the 8th mission. Either way, like, there's a battle like every, I don't know, 6 or 7 missions after the first battle. And there's a total of 44 missions. It's like, you fight some Corsairs on a ship. You fight a Chimera in Mount Halvong or whatever, Mount Xylem. You let's grab a re-raise scroll just in case or something. Actually, nah, I don't care about re-raise. I think I'll use a marine stew pot though. Once I have my trusts out. So I need to grab my steel bijou, because we're going to step back into the Dynamis backstock and go ahead and beat it, I think. Assuming we can kill the Mega Boss. Who really, honestly, isn't even as hard as the Sky God. He just has the ability to cast Death, and I'll be using Zaid 2 and... oh, wrong thing. We don't need to trade anything, just click it. Ready! Okay. Good stuff. So, yeah. And the reason I'm gonna do... But the reason I'm gonna do Dynamis before I do, Treasure Radagon storyline is it'll be really quickly to bust through, and once we've done all the city zones and gotten at least to Dynamis Zarkabard to get some rare exclusive items that are required for the last 2 relic stages. If I can get those items, then I can just make money on my own time and make a relic, and that would make some of our level 75 dreams a reality instead of having us suck and die. Yeah, it's Aqua Veil, Stone Skin, Blink, Refresh. Of course, it might be a good idea to, if we can't beat these Mega Bosses in Dynamis or like barely lose or something, you know, we still don't have access to all of our trusts yet, so it might be a good idea to go ahead and do Treasure of Radagon. Like, the world at this point is pretty much my oyster. The other storylines I've got to do is Wings of the Goddess, Seekers of Adeline, Rhapsodies of Vana'diel the rest of the way, and I don't know what else to use. I'm gonna go with Bar Paralyzed though, because I've got Echo Drops. Of course, I've got Remedies too, so it's kind of whatever. But we'll probably want to fight something else before we fight the Big Cheese, just to get our trusts buffed with Protect and Shell stuff. But we'll try to fight one of the ones that's closer to where the Mega Boss spawns. I'm pretty sure I remember right. The Mega Boss for Dynamis Bastak, I'm pretty sure it spawns... You spawn it at the exit to South Goosterberg. And it's basically just a gigantic time extension statue. That when it dies... I don't know if it just gives you the key item nowadays, or if it still drops a mystery spot. It used to drop a mystery spot. And once you killed it, the mystery spot was exactly where you killed it, and you just had to check the mystery spot to get stuff. Okay, we gotta be careful though about, like, if we just want to fight one thing and you know what? Screw it. We'll just fight it without buffs, and we'll do the healing until Apururu is done. But this should be it. You have 30 minutes Earth time to complete this battle. Gouda effigy. Oh snap. Now I'm pretty sure it's immune to status ailments, except for like Dia and Bio. But it's going down pretty fast, and we can stun it when it casts Death. So that's kind of like what we want to be on the lookout for. No, it's not immune to status ailments. Beautiful. Sleepka, huh? That's not good. Valiner will wake us up, or it'll just wake us up with Seismo Stomp. Whatever. But that's Seismo Stomp is bad because it nearly killed Shentato, and we were all stunned. It's a good idea, Zaid. I don't know if these count as Arcana. I kind of doubt it. Oh, it casted Death, and I didn't pay attention. Whoops. Uh-oh, this is bad. Let's turn off Soul Eater. We've almost got it, though. Ow. Okay, we got it. Obtain key item, Hydra Core Eyeglass, and Fiendish Tome, Chapter 6. So, we have now beaten Dynamis Bastok. That's how easy it is these days to beat a Dynamis. You just get a Steel Wall Bijou, or whatever Bijou is for the zone, and then kill the Mega Boss, and you've won. And I don't know what the Fiendish Tomes are for, but I will look it up now. It's probably something to do with spawning the Shadow Lord. Let's see, Chapter 6. Drops from Gouda, Effigy, and Dynamis Bastok. Used in conjunction with Chapter 7, Chapter 8, Chapter 9, and Chapter 10 to spawn Arch Gouda Effigy, which is something that drops Oneiros weapons, which I don't really care about. But yeah, they added in Arch versions of the Mega Bosses to the zones after they did this update to Dynamis to let anyone in at any time. And I wonder if it's Steel Wall Bijou for literally every Dynamis, because if it is, we can just okay, it's not. It's a different Bijou for every Dynamis. So either way, though, we've now beaten Dynamis Bastok. Although I still need the gloves that I want from here. But we can go ahead and go to like Dynamis Windurst or Dynamis Sandioria now, and try to beat those as well. And I guess since like stun would have been useful for me to cast, but I didn't cast it and we won anyway. I might just stick to Ninja Sub to kill stuff faster, or even Dancer Sub to like try to show off procs or something. I don't know. Nah, I think I'll just go with Ninja Sub for killing faster. I don't care. I do not care enough. But yeah. Back in the day, doing a Dynamis run, like, you would go through it trying to maximize getting currency for the relic holder, and I didn't know that for, like, the first... I don't know, year that I did Dynamis. I thought Dynamis, like, I didn't know what the ancient currency was for. I knew that it was, like, for the shells I was in, they did Dynamis the shitty way, where the person who bought the lamp, or the hourglass, got literally every piece of currency. Other link shells did a split basis. They would pool money to get the hourglass, and then everyone would get an even split of the currency at the end of Dynamis. And I wish I had been in a shell like that, but I never was. I think after we beat each thing, we gotta check the trail markings after we got the key item. Yeah, I don't know about the other four, but I can't hear his voice anymore. Is this another brand I must bear for my treachery? I must truly be hated if that's the case. It is something I would wish for at the moment, however. I pray this silence is just a continuation of our incompatible personalities. If not, then it means his pronouncement has become reality. Hydra Core Eyeglass. This is more than just a testament to your strength. It is one of the keys that will lead you to Zarkabard, along with the trophies of the other realms. When you have all 4 trophies, travel to Bucine Glacier in the Northlands. You will find Cornelia waiting for you there. That is all the wisdom I have left to give to you. You mean knowledge, right? No actual wisdom was had. Yeah, Ninja Sub would let us, absorb Seismo Stomp with Shadows. Not to mention all the other stuff Ninja Sub usually gives. So yeah, I don't think I would have been able to beat that without trust, though. That's for sure. But let's go ahead and head over to Dynamis Windurst, which I don't remember which part of Windurst that's in. I think it's in Windurst. I want to say it's in Windurst Walls, but I'll have to check. And Dynamis Windurst actually can drop the Relic Sword. We actually have a Relic Blade already, which is the Great Sword base form that the fucking Daily Goblin gave me at some point, which I might have shown on camera. But I don't care about it yet, because if I'm gonna do a relic, especially for just the 75 era, like right now, like try to like get one as soon as possible, I'm gonna do it for Red Mage, because it'll make the biggest impact on Red Mage right now. The Relic Greatsword is a really great damage dealing relic for later, but it's like oh wait, hold on, I gotta use that first. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that the Relic Greatsword is great for later, but at 75 it's not really that big of a deal, especially because like the jobs that can use it, Warrior, Paladin, and Dark Knight, none of them are really, you know, self-sufficient as Red Mage. So we're gonna want to like handle stuff on Red Mage. But Dynamis Windurst. Okay, so trail markings are in Windurst Walls, and they're probably also right next to the Moogle House. Moogle House, Windurst Walls, Moogle House. And more or less, if you noticed with Ulrich there, we're gonna get visited by the spirits of all the dead Northlands Expedition members. And like the Beastmen we're fighting or something is like shadow versions of the Beastmen that fought in the Crystal War. So like Dynamis is like tied to that sort of thing, kind of, or supposed to be anyway. It's really poorly explained, but since it's not really that hard anymore, you know, it's like, we could do this as a side note for a few videos, just so I can explain if I suddenly have a Relic 1 video, you know, you'll know why. Our expedition was supposed to have been an allied effort, but not one of us was interested in the fate of the other nations. In our hasty wastes to outdo each other, we failed to see the heart of the matter. Our attitudes led to the death of 2 of our members and precipitated the birth of the Shadow Lord. This sin does not belong on Ralgrim's shoulders alone. We must atone for our actions. Please help him. Help Ralgrim escape from his horrid darkness forever this time. Dun 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 dun! Okay. Yay, it's serious Shadow Lord music again. And honestly, this type of music is the reason why, like, a lot of people just started muting Final Fantasy XI. Like, you can tell that it's not exactly, you know, this... It's kind of cool the first time, right? Because, you know, it is this very serious music, and then it goes into this, you know, low, you know, theme or whatever. But it's, kind of hard to want to listen to it for, you know, 3 hours at a time, twice a week for multiple years, you know. Dynamis was pretty early. It was like I think it was pre-Chains of Promathia content, but it was level 75 content, So, even though you technically only need to be level 65 to enter, it's actually level 75 content. So, like, eh. And of course, being in Windurst, we have to fight Yagudo. And I believe they all aggro by sight, but I'm not 100% on that. But of course, what we're going to be trying to do is hunt down notorious monsters and get whatever the pop item is for this place. Although, honestly, we could kill Divine Bijou. Okay. Oh, apparently not every notorious monster drops it. Huh. That's interesting. No, whatever. I don't remember exactly what type of monster all the Vanguard Yagudo are. They all pretty much use katanas or great katanas or their bare fists. Some of them use daggers, and the mage ones will look slightly different and use clubs. But yeah, this used to be considered the most deadly city dynamis. This was like the one back at 75 that everyone dreaded doing, and dreaded farming, and dreaded getting people their clear for. Because that's what you had to do back in the day. You had to get people their clears if you wanted them to go into the deeper dynamices like Butadine and Zarkbard. And the idea behind this type of content was like, it's for tons and tons of people. And the idea was also that like a group of people would okay, I don't know which one we want to fight first. It's kind of a bad place to be fighting, but I guess that describes this whole area, so whatever. Fight you first, and after the thingy we will sleep Titan. So that we don't have to survive yet another Did he just try to cast Death? No, Doom. He used Doom. Okay. I forgot that these NMs could do that. So we might be in some real trouble here if she don't get that Doom off of him. But she doesn't seem to be casting Kursna at all. So unless she already got it, I'm pretty sure Valineral's just going to drop dead here in a second. Narrowly escapes impending doom. Okay, maybe I misunderstood how it works. I don't know. Oh, but he died anyway because of the way trusts work. Okay. I can deal. I can deal. But we didn't get anything from the NM again, so... Kinda sucks. I think Visionary is Red Mage. Yep. Which I don't know if we can silence them or not, but Paralyze is almost as effective, because it should stop at least half their casts. And usually they go with crappy casts anyway. They don't do very many fruitful casts. Okay, so can we get Valineral back, or should we even get Valineral? You know what, let's use Manijing. Valineral keeps doing Uriel Blade, which is nice for when we have a lot of aggro, but it also has the potential, especially in here, to cause a lot of aggro. So, might as well use something else. So let's see, that was what? Hapheavy the Stentorian? Yeah, so we didn't get the Divine Bijou from him. Okay, so wait, that said Avatar Icon. So is it icons or idols that are the time extensions? I think it's idols. But the only reason we'd actually care about time extensions is if we were actually going to be in here farming all night. For the procs. Which, I mean, I'm not going to be. And I guess nowadays, instead of extending up to 3 hours, there's only 4 time extensions, and you only get 100 minutes. Which is still almost 2 hours, but, you know, it's not nearly as much as it was. Let's see, skirmisher, 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 priest, priest, priest. Assassins. Assassins are ninjas. Pretty sure. I think sentinels are monks. No, wait, no, I guess a sentinel would be a... Well, you would think a sentinel would be a paladin. And the mega boss for Windurst spawns up here, so it's in a pretty shitty location compared to Bastox. But we haven't got a pop item for it yet anyway, which is apparently Divine Bijou. But that's because we need more notorious monsters to kill. Now, the way Dynamis actually used to work is monsters would actually spawn when you crossed a certain threshold, or when you killed a certain other monster. And this house right here was called the Death House. And that's because the house itself is a threshold. There's like a threshold like right here. There's a threshold a little beyond. And there's a threshold for touching that bridge. And so, like, you bring your whole alliance of, you know, up to 64 people into this area. You think they're gonna spread out evenly and, like, not trigger every fucking spawn area and get you massively impacted by tons of monsters? I hope you said no. Or whatever I meant. Whichever way I meant it, I hope you said the right thing, because... it's pretty common to wipe when you reach that house, and that's why it's called the Death House. But I always thought that people overblew it, because my first time in Dynamis Windurst, the group I was in, you know, they already had experience with Dynamis, and they told us to be very careful and not move around too much and stand completely still until they had pulled everything. And that's what we did, and we got past the Death House just fine. It wouldn't be until a little while later that I found out that, oh yeah, that Death House can actually, it can straight up murder you. Because, like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but something happened with people getting slept and a puller dying or something. And we had to, we just had to freaking try to deal with the entire Death House with very few sleepers and I think one of our tanks was dead or something. And suddenly we had the entire Death House, and we died and we wiped, and it was one of quite a few wipes that I experienced throughout my years of doing Dynamis. Dynamis is a pretty harsh mistress. Or used to be, and it was not uncommon to come into a city zone sometimes and just see a gigantic pile of dead bodies, because when you wipe the Dynamis, everyone gets ejected after 3 minutes. And so, like, you know, we just, like, how do I even, like, phrase it the right way? Like, I'm I'm not even sure how to phrase it the right way. And for a second I thought it... Minajing made me think that the white mage 2-hour'd right off the bat. IO2, huh? I guess that NM might be a red mage? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there were more notorious monsters in Dynamis back in the day, too. There was like one with every wave that was like the wave leader. And killing a wave leader NM didn't like affect anything, as far as I remember. But I might be remembering wrong. Every monster was so... Like, crowd control was of the utmost importance to the point where, like, everything felt like a boss monster. And so I didn't really, like, other than a few notable names and exceptions, I didn't really remember anything. The most memorable ones are probably the silly-ass goblin names in Juno. And then some of the notorious monsters in UCD Glacier that drop the attestation for relic weapons are kind of memorable. Because they have multiple relics at once. Pair of relic knuckles. Those are for monk, but I do not care about them. Oh, was that Chainspell? No, it's Manafont. He is a black mage. Isn't that kind of foreboding? Like this black sky, or hazy sky, and the tree looking all super dark and stuff? And that's another notorious monster we didn't get anything from. Sad pandas. See. So the only other notorious monsters that I see on this list for us to kill is Lu Hepi, the Eye Piercer, and Wu Koho, the Razor Claw. Oh, by the way, if you get a time extension, they're based on position. So they don't this looks tricky. Okay, we're probably gonna aggro and link and whatnot. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We gotta kill this asshole to get the thing. And now, what did he just use? 100 fists? Why are we dying? So I guess this is a monk. Guess I should have paralyzed it or something. Oh, and it put Doom on our tank. Oh, shield diverter. That is not... That's the opposite of what we wanted to happen there. I didn't want to wake all these ass clowns up. Let's fight the priest first. Well, that's 3 notorious monsters without a single thing that we want or need. It's pretty unfortunate. Also, Apururu is completely out of MP, so we're going to be doing the healing for Minajing. We might just want to, like, run away, though, and go die somewhere else or something. Everything's awake and we don't have another healer. And, oh, we're bound now. So yeah, this is pretty bad. We have re-raise on. We just gotta get somewhere where we could potentially actually re-raise and live. So let's do that, shall we? Let's try to get somewhere else where we might live if we re-raise. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. We'll see. Blech. Putting the death in Dynamis. Oh yeah, we're putting the die in Dynamis. Okay, at least all of them despawned. That's good. So I think that means we can just get right back up. And basically, since we just need to kill notorious monsters, I think basically we can just, like, sneak up, resummon our trusts, and go back to the start where we killed that summoner, and find a spot where we can rest up. Although this is seeming like a pretty okay spot, honestly. I'm gonna go back to using Velineral because obviously some spots we're just gonna get fucked on. And I'm gonna use Shikari Z for extra heals and better skill chains for Shantato. Shantato's pulling all the weight damage dealing wise again, and I mean we're no slouch, but nicely, our trusts, you know, our weakness does not affect our trusts other than in the way that our attack speed is reduced by 100%. So, like, we can't re-engage very quickly. But, let's see, we could use a Daifuku. That's like single target Stupod almost. We could use another Stupot. No, I don't want to waste it. Thought I had one more Rabbit Pie lying around. Okay, yeah, I did. Although I think I'd better use accuracy food. Let's just use a seafood gratin whenever we get to where I'm gonna rest. Which I don't know how fast these NMs respawn or anything either. I would assume like 5 minutes or maybe 10, since you only have 100 minutes in here, and like anyone can just come in here nowadays at any time for however long. I assume they would be on quick timers. Like that Darknet one in Bastock behind the auction house, he seemed like he came back pretty fast. It would be nice to get another Dynamis win under our belt in the same video, so. Let's see, that's an icon, so we don't care about it. Okay, yeah, so he's back. And, I think we can just flirt with death right here. And go ahead and rest. And build up rest ticks. And we kept our TP even after death, so we've got TP still. Also, look at that. That's pretty nice with the adventure appreciation campaign going on right now for Trust Power. Like, not only does a Pururu have a gigantic, chonky MP bar, but Shikari Z is actually looking pretty decent. 342. Like, she's just White Mage sub-job or whatever, so that's pretty great. Yeah, once our weakness wears and we're back to full, we'll buff up and engage. It's just like Stone Skin Haste and I don't know, In Thunder or something. I expect similar results to last time, although possibly a slightly faster kill with Shikari Z around. Can't guarantee that. Yeah, I don't do this often, do I? Actually die and have weakness and re-raise and rest out the weakness, right? I think I did it like a few times towards the start of the Let's Play and like maybe here or there in a fight or something, but you know, usually it's just more convenient to die and come back via teleportation. And honestly, like, since we can just re-enter anytime we want in this day and age, it's whatever. Back in the day, if you left Dynamis via means of warping or dying, you could actually, before the timer was out in the instance, you could actually come back. But when you came back in, you would be weakened. And you could come back again even after that. But if you did that, I think that the limit was twice. And the second time you came back, you got super weakness, which is basically double weakness, which is only happens naturally if you die, re-raise, and are weakened, and then die again and re-raise, then you're double weakened. It lasts like twice as long, and the penalties are twice as severe. Like, you have no accuracy, you can't hit ranged attacks at all, you can't, all your magic gets resisted. Like, take a timeout, take a chill pill, you know, that's an executive order from Square Enix's design. But that used to be a strategy in a few Dynamises, like Dynamis Zarkabard, when you're getting ready to fight the Dynamis Lord. People used to leave and come back while the fight was getting set up, so they could change jobs to their Zerging job rather than their crowd control or normal job. And then while you're waiting on their weakness to wear off, everyone else would build up TP. It's pretty cool, actually. It was like a whole big deal thing. I loved it. Oh, nice. Okay. Gotcha, bitch. Just gonna buff ourselves here. Honestly, don't even know how her Sheller just reached us from over there, but whatever. Not change wheel. Anything but change wheel. Let's sleep that avatar. Actually, let's not sleep it yet. After we kill the red mage and actually retarget onto the NM, we'll sleep the avatar. Nice big fat Savage Blade. Now we fight Hop Heavy. Once again. And now that he's done Uriel Blade like I knew he would, let's sleep the Avatar. Oh look, a light skill chain. We can take advantage of that. Except, I guess she missed the wheeling thrusts? No, we saw light go off. What happened that got in the way of the skill chain? I wonder what canceled out the skill chain. Oh snap! We're dying again. would seem. Not bad. Oh, we've been doomed now. Oh, she got it with Curse now. Okay, we're gonna die. Let's run away, shall we? Although I don't know where would be safe. Maybe on the bridge somewhere? I don't know. At this point, it really is just easier to come back in. Blech. Might be a good idea to like try and like weed out the weaker ones like a lot more before fighting the NM, but I've got patience problems. I mean, we killed the notorious monster, but it didn't drop anything again. That's really irritating. Maybe I should like switch to Thief for farming the item to pop the Mega Boss, and then switch back to Red Mage to fight the Mega Boss. Did something aggro us? Could have sworn I heard like a Yagudo aggro growl. Let me see, Divine Bijou. Let's look at it. Added in May 2011 version update. Yeah, so that would have been at the 85 or 90 cap whenever they finally decided to destroy Dynamis. Bijou in French is a piece of jewelry used to signify status or membership in a group. In Vana'diel, it appears to be simply a link pearl for demons. Just looking around, seeing if there's any other notorious monsters we missed. I'm guessing the others haven't respawned yet or something, because they were on top of the houses before. But there should be one other one that can drop the bijou around here somewhere. It's Lou Heppy the Eye Piercer or whatever. Oh, never mind. We hadn't reached the houses yet that we had before. Never mind. Okay, so we'll just come over here and rest up in this corner real quick. I said real quick, but we still have like 2 minutes. I am the worst. We have TP. Yeah, we have some TP. Sorry if this is a little bit boring, but this happened all the time back in the day, just with more people. Your group would get, eventually your mages would run out of MP and they would be like, hey, you know, we can't handle a situation if it goes south with this level of MP. We need to stop pulling and rest. And everyone would chat in Ventrilo or in-game. Yeah, we used to use VoIPs like Ventrilo and eventually TeamSpeak. But Ventrilo was definitely the one we used all the time back in the day. It's the first VoIP I ever used. And, I was actually confused the first time someone called it a VoIP. And I was like, what's a VoIP? You mean voice chat? Like, that's all I really knew it as, was voice chat. Also, just think about this. Like, this might actually not be doable outside of this campaign for me at 75. Because, like, I mean, it probably is, but, like, we'd have to be a lot more careful, and we'd probably definitely want our 5th trust. Because, like, you know, Valinor has 700 more HP than he normally has. And, like, he still dies. And I know that's partially because he got doomed. And I guess his doom had a low timer and we didn't kill it fast enough. But like, even without it, you know, like over where we fought Kuho, Rojo, or well, I guess we had Mina Jing out, right? But either way, like, they can take enough damage to just die from damage. So like, I mean, Mina Jing had like 2,000 HP as well. Once a Pururu's MP was up, you know, we were toast. Tad unfortunate, but that's what it is. You ever get like a rough spot on the inside of your nose, like on the inner bridge portion of it, like between your nostrils? I get these rough spots sometimes. And I feel, you know, like a crusty booger or whatever, but when I try to pull on them, they feel like they're part of my nose, and it hurts. And sometimes I'm obstinate about pulling them off. And then usually, like, it's like popping a zit or pulling a whatever, like, it causes problems. Like, it hurts, you know. So I probably shouldn't, but I don't know, just like they feel like boogers, and I don't like the way they feel. And you know, I only feel them when I pick my nose, so it's kind of disgusting, I guess, to talk about. But it's also just kind of like, why is life this way? You know, these guys are birdmen, right? So they drop wind crystals, right? So like normally, so in Blizzard. Swing the swords. Thank you. Two Cuckoo White Shell. That's the currency for Winders, the base currency. So the base currencies are Ordell bronze pieces, 2 Cuckoo White Shells, and bind bills. $1 bind bills. $1 bind bills. And then the 100 pieces are $100 bind bill, Montillon silver piece, and a Lungo Nango jade shell or something like that. Something like that. Uh-oh, he doomed our boy. I don't think she's gonna get it. A Divine Bijou! Alright, alright. So, we'll just resummon Valynaril and go kill the Mega Boss to Dynamis Windurst. Which will involve us killing a few of the regular ones. But I do want to come back to Dynamis Windurst in my own time. And, get a relic sword from here. Because out of all the relic weapons, which there's a sword, a dagger, a great sword, a scythe, a great axe, an axe, a club, a staff. There's basically one of every weapon type. And then like they were designed for the first 15 jobs. So, Blue Mage, Corsair, Puppet Master, Dancer, Scholar, Geomancer, and Rune Fencer are not on them, as far as I am aware. So, they are not... If you play, like, a Treasures of Water Gone, Wings of the Goddess, or Seekers of Adolin job, you don't gotta give a shit about this at all. So, like, that's one thing that I guess is kind of appealing about those jobs to a lot of people, is they don't gotta care about relics. But then, you know... all the Treasures of Water Gons still have Mythics, and still have Empyreans, and still have Aeonic weapons. And then the Wings of the Goddess jobs also have Mythic weapons, and Empyrean weapons, and Aeonic weapons. And, I mean, every previous job has those as well. It's just, out of the categories of super weapons to choose to build, the seven newest jobs, newest in this day and age, do not get, you know, they don't get relics. They just don't. It's nothing, not for them. They are not relic material. Okay. So, same old, sleep the Avatar. And then nuke cola. Did I get the magic first? I don't think that I did. Oh, I did! But he takes, like, no magic damage. Huh. Wonder why that is. Summoners don't naturally have any sort of magic defense bonus traits as far as I am aware. Must be something just added in, because fuck the player, that's one. Come on, Trusts. Get him. Come on now. You will be expelled from Dynamis in 30 minutes. Yeah. Come on, die, bitch. Now, back in the day, instead of coming up here with your party or your alliance, you would, people would clear out the way and they would drag the Mega Boss down the bridge because there were more, like, monsters up here and ways to get killed or whatever. Man, is Shentata too not trying to skill chain anymore? She's like, did that completely out of, like normally she tries to skill chain. I wonder if they changed her behavior in the November update. or maybe it's just possible that her timing can be off. Did I put distract on this thing? I thought I put distract on this thing. I guess I didn't. Oh. Put shadows back up yet again. Can I go ahead and take him out? Except, I guess not. Like, how strong is this thing? Oh, it's incredibly tough, with high defense. Huh. Maybe the monster's relic dagger, son of a bitch, that's not what I want. The relic dagger is actually pretty cool. It's usable by Red Mage, Thief, and Bard, and it turns into a dagger that has additional effect poison, and the poison is like, I think, a static 10 damage per tick or something. And it has plus 20 attack. The weapon skill you get from it's called Mercy Stroke. And unlike every other dagger weapon skill, instead of having a dexterity-based weapon skill modifier, it has strength. It's like an 80% strength modifier. And it looks like 3 slashes and then a stab with all this like blackish, reddish, purplish energy. But it all counts as 1 hit. And so it's kind of like a samurai weapon skill. It's very, very potent when you've got the right gear for it. So you kind of gear for it like Savage Blade, minus mind gear. And it's pretty good stuff or whatever. But I don't have any strong affinity these days. I used to love Thief. I had like, Thief was my second level 75 job, and I loved it because it could dodge stuff. And like, I always saw people back in the day, you know, evasion tanking, all this stuff that would kick like my warrior's ass. And so I thought, well, Thief is obviously a really good job then. And like, Thief is a really good job, but it turns out I was just in love with like power and solo capability. And so what I actually wanted was like a mage, like Red Mage. And I've also always loved Red Mage, but back in the day I just couldn't level it because I didn't... Oh, is this not where the Mega Boss spawns? Odious Kipu? No, that's not what I want at all. Where do I use this? Zisaku Idol. Spawned at K13 near Windurst Woods. Okay, so I guess we gotta go south. I thought, man, I guess I remembered wrong or something, or maybe they changed it. I could have sworn I remembered people dragging the Mega Boss down this bridge and fighting it like sort of in front of the Death House, but I don't know, maybe my memory's shot. You tell me, viewer, is my memory shot? But not too bad. Yeah. But what I want is the Relic Sword. The Relic Sword is only usable by Red Mages and Paladins. And I kind of don't care about using it on Paladin, because Paladin is a tank, and I don't really care to tank unless I absolutely have to. In Final Fantasy XI, I don't find tanking really that enjoyable in the modern era. I mean, I don't hate it. Right? It's just getting hit at, right? But, eh. Okay, We're almost there. Okay. So, whatever. I guess I was wrong. Doesn't bother me to be wrong. It's a little bit annoying. Thought I was about to have a big old fight in a cool spot, and I wasn't. Wait, what the fuck? There's extra NMs to kill with this? What gives? I don't. Festock didn't have this, motherfucker. You are slutty. You are slutty sluts. I guess one of them is a paladin. Maybe both of them are paladins? And the idol just casted death. And we are screwed. I guess we should have just focused on the idol. Because this is going pretty bad. Oh, is there someone here watching me die? Pretty fantastic. Okay, yeah, so they are paladins. How about that? Oh, but I got death too. Well, so much for Dynamis Winders today. That's a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. I guess now we know for next time. Huh. I wonder if the other Dynamises have bosses assisted by shit. But yeah, I guess we should have just focused on the idol. But whatever. So we're already over an hour and a half though, so I'm gonna stop for now. I need to walk my dogs anyway. I really give my voice a rest here. I've like recorded like 3 videos back to back today. So I guess I'll open up the next video with fighting that thing again. And I guess I'll really need to I don't know, maybe go on Dark Knight / Ninja or something to stun it or something. I don't know what the best way to approach it would be with those 2 paladin ads. But the Bastak one didn't have ads, so I'm confused. But I think we could get it though. We got the Bastak one, so I think it's just a matter of our tank trust not getting killed by death, which we'll want stun for probably. But until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. And yeah, next time I'll open up on fighting that thing again, and either we lose and I do more Dynamis Winters, or we win and I go somewhere else. So, until then.